What's up, guys? We're out here on public today, about to do a little speed scouting. I gotta be somewhere, it's like 120 right now. I gotta be somewhere at 250, so be talking fast and hopefully seeing some cool stuff in here. But we're just gonna run through. Pretty much what we're going down is a spot where I was hunting for the later part of the year, and there's a really nice 9-pointer. I got a picture of him, I'll put it in the video. And from what I hear, he stays up at the front part of this where I was walking in. I had 3 different people show me different pictures of him throughout the year, and he's just back and forth. And where I caught him was in this little area that we're about to go check out. I kind of checked it out a little bit earlier in the season, but now we're really going to do a deep dive and try to get in there and just run around, make a huge mess, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Beautiful North Carolina color in a South Carolina sky today, so it's awesome. It's nice and crispy out, about 45 degrees. We're just coming off a few like little ice storms over the weekend, so it's been nice down here. Beautiful day to get in the woods, and let's get after it, and we'll see what we see. So right off the bat, kind of want to explain a little bit what we're doing. So we usually park like right around here, and we'll go way through the middle because there's a lot of open stuff, curve around, and then hunt this edge. And what this edge is like, this is the edge of public right here. There's actually a residence, really cool people right here I met one time. We talked about all the bears and deer and stuff back here. Really good people, and deer fanatics too, man. He's all about it. He like rolled up on his cart and had like a deer shirt, deer phone. It was really cool. Anyway, we're about to go into the thick stuff. Like I said, this is the border public, goes all the way back until it gets like super thick, and like right there will be a development that'll change throughout the year. Like means it's like more open than even this throughout the middle, so little pockets like this are essential. And I think this is where that buck spends a lot of his time. I got pictures of him in December, and the guys who I talked to about it, they got pictures of him in August, September, all throughout the year. So he lives here, so he's gonna be a huge target buck next year. I'm super excited. Like I said, I got a cool daylight picture of him, and he's a stud, dude. So that was a little layout of what's going on. Let's get into it. So guys, we just came up across this rub. It's pretty much our first piece of sign. I kind of just worked down the property line. You can kind of see the residence right there. It's actually a camper, and then their house is up there. Anyway, he told me he sets out bait, like corn. He has like a whole like year-round feeder or whatever. So my thinking is try to get somewhere in between that and the deer's movement, you know what I mean, on their way to the corn, because like we all know, most of your corn pictures are going to be at night. Not all of them, I know, but it's easy for it to get like that. He has a lot of land. Like I said, he's a landowner right over there, and I don't even know exactly where the feeder is. I don't think it's like on his residence. I think it's somewhere in that land, so I'm not totally like, you know, deer blocking him, buck blocking. I am just going to take, and like it's not just him, like there's, like I said, this is a small, like probably 300-400 yards across, and then goes way back into like the bigger public, and on the both sides are houses. And like I've talked to like 5 or 6 people on that side too that said they all put corn out because they all have like a little plot of the land too. So I guess my goal this year is going to be to set up in the exact, as close to the exact bedding areas, so when those deer get up to go hit that corn that everybody's putting out, it might be that way, it might be this way, that are up my odds to get them before they get to their destination at night. So this is a really cool sign, definitely made this year, coming this way, like I said, to that. So this might be one of the preferred travel routes to get to these corn piles. So that's a good first sign. Like you see, it opens up here, kind of like swampy. It's dry now. I had a really dry year. But yeah, we're about to head back into this and stay along this thick cover line and see what happens. So guys, we found another this is an older rub, obviously, and I think maybe not on that side, but it kind of leads. See how it's like really thick on the sides here, and then there's like nice paths coming out of the swamp, and this is just like a left to right movement. And like I said, so I think there's the property line running down there, so I'm guessing the feeder is somewhere over there. I'm guessing. I guess it has to be. But so we're gonna keep going down, like I said, this is all really thick. And look right here, I'm thinking that's a older rub too, probably not this year, but I'm thinking this movement right in here coming up out of this thick is a probably where they're transitioning. I actually see a tree stand right there, obviously his, and yeah, so he probably sees them coming through here too. So I'm just trying to get in between those movements when they do decide either coming out or going in, you know, vice versa. So that's what we're doing. All right, guys, so I think we just found possibly one of my first confirmed beds. You can kind of see a little trail that goes there, a bigger trail that goes there. So I think I was thinking this might be bedding. I didn't look super hard for droppings, but up here, I found myself in this little circle, perfect size, and some pretty fresh droppings scattered throughout it. So I'm thinking maybe this was a bed. It could be just like a travel route, because like it's not so thick in here like it is in other parts of this public and state. Like deer can definitely tiptoe around in here and be fine. So this is kind of only spot like this. It runs down this line, but still, when you get out there, it's nothing like this. So looks like they can they have a good view from here, and can probably scent check around here pretty well too, considering just where the road is behind us and stuff like that. So they probably get used to that and know what they can do from this position. So we're gonna see how it keeps. You can kind of like it's not super thick, that's the thing. So that just, for me, encourages me to keep going, because I bet you we'll find some more bedding when we get in here. Well, this probably isn't a good sign. Just walked up. We're just a little bit ahead of where I just turned the camera off back there, just following in here. You can kind of see why this even makes more sense for bedding. It's nice and open in here to where they can move around. And there's like lots of little pathways out of here. But yeah, it's just really nice, clear. I haven't found any more droppings, but only because I just saw this, so I'm sure they're in here. But yeah, that's obviously a lot of deer fur right there. So looks like it got nabbed and dragged off or something like that, I'm guessing. So that's a little tragic, but it happens. Circle of life. You know, something else just kept going, so that's good. But yeah, we're gonna keep looking around in here. I'm pretty sure this is I confidently marked this one on X as a bedding area, so already a great find. So walked in a little deeper, and here's some more of that crime scene. Right back there's the other one. So depending on where we travel to, we might see a skeleton. If it was a buck or a doe or something like that, I'm definitely gonna keep my eyes peeled now. Oh wow, all right, and here's some more. So I do believe we're quite close. I guarantee if I keep looking around, I should be able to find this thing. Looks pretty gnarled up, so we will see. All right, guys, just came across another nice little opening spot through here. A couple round areas for some beds, kind of right back in there, and then found all these droppings. They're not super fresh, but still in this little. So I think we are doing what I wanted to do today, which is nail down, and I can just dip off right there. Just bedding and get into this thick stuff. And this is what I mean by the thick stuff, guys, where it's like there's no there's no trail you're using right there. If you do go through it, you're having to get around, not like just walk. Like this has a main trail like going down it. Not main, it's back here in the woods, but for them, you know, this is super open. So I feel like this could be like a nice highway. Like I said, we're about to go out through there and pop out where I ended up hunting, where I got a picture of that buck. So I would not be surprised if this was one of his main travel routes as well. So let's go see. Guys, we got here what possibly looks like a nice buck turd. So on that same path, some indentions there. Like I said, really good areas for them to tuck in here. I wouldn't be surprised if this was bedding right in here. Tuck in here, have a nice view, and be relatively safe. Safer than that guy we found a little bit ago. By the way, never found him or her, but did find like 5 or 6 more things of hair. Just no other evidence other than that. So it's probably not going anywhere anytime soon. So maybe we'll stumble across him later in the future. But yep, kind of got a lot of good sign through here. That sign was fresher. Some more. Another buck turd. I don't know if that's a buck one, but what that means, guys, most of the time when it's clumped together like that, you saw the one that was nice and round, perfect pellets. Usually it's like more woody stuff. Stuff like this, just woody debris, stuff that's hard pretty much. And then when they're eating a lot of vegetation and stuff like that, it gets clumped together, whether that be like beans or something like that. Just any type of wet vegetation like that usually. So you can kind of use that and determine what they're feeding on at that time. Like if you find really fresh Harder ones are like pellets. Oh, they're probably tearing up the acorns and woody browse and stuff like that. Found them a lot of soft ones like that. You're like, so it's just another tool you can use to kind of work on your setup and see where they're going, because if that's what they're eating, they're going there pretty much every day. So just do that. It's a little tip for you. And yeah, we're about to wrap this up, guys, because I'm already super late. We're actually coming out at the area right here. Right in there was where I saw that buck, so I think he did come from this area, but we're gonna call it here today. As much as I want to keep going, but I gotta go. Like I said, I'm already pretty late. It's like 2:15 right now, so I'm gonna be cutting it close. So I'm about to cut this camera off, sprint to the car, and then yeah, guys, this is, I was hunting out of one of those pines right there. I think maybe that back one. But yeah, I'm about to get up and get out of here, guys. Yo, guys, I was walking out and cutting through the swamp right here. Check out this little stump with the moss growth on the top, dude. It looks just like a little mushroom. The thing is so cool. Anyway, just a little gem out here in the woods, waiting to be seen by a crazy guy like me. So that is pretty sweet right there. Take a couple pictures and hit the road. Let's get out of here. Look at these guys just taking a little sun bath, huh? Just soaking it in. Some real shroomies. No imposters, no fakes here, no lookalikes. We really fun guy out here. So guys, I'm walking back out. Kind of came a different way, ended up on this trail, and I was like, oh, look at this rub, that's awesome. And then I come back, and I'm like, oh, I better mark that on the map. And I come back to this side, and it's even more worked. So it's a double-edged sword right here. They hit it going to, and they hit it going from, which means, I mean, that's 2 different times of travel. So that's awesome. You can actually see right there an older one. Get a much older one, but still, it just makes sense, you know. Come into this open area, stage around in here a bit, get some acorns, and then hit that corn. I feel like that's what they're doing, and that just confirms it even more. They're coming here and they're leaving here, and they're marking it at the same time. So that was definitely this year. So I'm gonna mark that on the map. That is awesome. And yeah, let's go. All right, guys, just got back to the car. Thanks for coming along with me on that speed scouting trip. It was a lot of fun, learned a lot, and I'll probably get out here sometime later this week and do a deeper dive. So thanks for coming along. If you like it, I love it, share it. Yeah, just have a good day. Holler at y'all later. Peace.